Welcome to Integrity Inspire, your daily dose of inspiration and motivation, featuring the bright and talented members of the Integrity Marketing Group family. Now, here's your host, Integrity co-founder and CEO, Bryan W. Adams.
Thank you so much for joining today's Inspire podcast. Go on and take the money and run. Maybe that should be the name of this podcast. We've got exciting announcements in a lot of different things. In fact, we've got a number of different announcements, and I don't even know where to start. There's so many fun things to begin with. But the first one that I'm incredibly excited about is welcoming back one of the most important family members at Integrity who added a little baby to her family and is now got through maternity leave and is coming back today. March 1st has been a date on the calendar. We've had March for a long time, and we're incredibly excited to welcome back Miss Kendall Spence. Kendall, are you there with us?
Good morning, Bryan.
Wow, it's good to hear your voice. How you been?
I'm doing really, really well, and it seems like everything here has been going wonderfully also.
Well, we've been busy. So you've been busy. So you had little baby Carter. Now, he is he almost 3 months old? Is that right?
He's 3 months old. He's doing really well.
You don't count months when they're this small. How many weeks are they?
12 weeks.
Isn't that funny how people do that?
Yeah.
You always count. Yeah. You always count weeks whenever until they get to like I don't know how many weeks you stop counting, but it is awesome. So he is. I've got to meet him. He's such a cutie. How's he been doing? How's life been treating you guys?
He's just been doing really, really well. He's a happy boy. We keep saying that, okay, follow me here. If you get like a large breed puppy dog, how their hands, their paws are just really, really big until they grow into them. Well, Carter's hands and feet are just like enormous, and so we feel like he's probably going to be a bit of a bruiser, going to be a big boy. So we'll get him involved in sports or something awesome to help him out there. But yeah, he's just doing so great, and he smiles back at you now and has baby coo conversations with you. So every time with him is just really, really special.
Well, I know your husband Mike has got to be excited about that. That's for sure.
Oh yeah. Well, he's a hockey fan, so I'm sure we'll get him in hockey here soon.
There we go. And how is Darcy? How is Darcy acclimated to this new norm?
She is so excited, Bryan. She's just so enthusiastic about being a big sister, and she loves him. I don't know where she came up with it, but her name for Carter is Cutie Butt. That's what she calls him.
Cutie Butt. Wow.
Cutie Butt. He's a cutie butt. But she's so enthusiastic and just wants to hug him and kiss him all the time. So we couldn't have asked for a better response there. She's super sweet.
Cutie Butt. He's gonna hate that name at some point.
I secretly hope that she calls him that the rest of his life. Like she's 40, he's 35, sends him a little text and says, "I love you, cutie." I really hope that sticks.
So one of our best friends, Kimberly and Clay, they had a little boy, the baby of the family, and they called him Sweet Baby James. And every time they would tag him or tag something about him on Facebook, they'd say hashtag Sweet Baby James. They always said Sweet Baby James. So that's what everybody calls him. Well, he's now in first grade, and so I saw him the other day. I go, "Hey, Sweet Baby James," and he looked so pissed off, and he got right up to me. He goes, "I am Big Boy James now." I was like, "Oh my gosh! All right, Big Boy James, we're back." So there's going to be a moment where Cutie Butt is going to go, "Hold on, I'm not Cutie Butt anymore." But for now, I can't wait to see little Cutie Butt again. Well, that's so fun. Well, we missed you. I hope you missed us. We've it hasn't been quite the same without you. But since there were 12 semifinalists in Integrity Idol, we brought them all back, and we had a little kind of reunion show. I don't know if you've heard about this, but we had this little reunion show where they would all come in and everybody would sing, or Richard played his guitar. We had different things going on, and they just did an incredible job while you've been gone. And we've actually come up with this. So somebody, we've added like 4,000 employees since we did the first Integrity Idol, which was less than a year ago, by the way. It was like 10 months ago. And so somebody was like, hey, since we've added so many more employees, the question has been, why don't we do another Integrity Idol? So Integrity Idol number two, right? Number 2. I don't even know what that part is. But the idea was, like, let's bring it back. Well, then we heard, like, we have all these different people who have different gifts, like different talents. We saw this. You had Richard play the guitar, and he made it to semifinals. You had David Thomas play Dave Thomas played the cornet. Edgar P. Cornet, that whole joke he played on me. So we had some people play different instruments, but the idea was maybe there's more talent here than just singing. And so we've been working on something called Integrity's Got Talent. And I am pretty excited to let you know and to let everybody know that we've decided to go ahead and kick off Integrity's Got Talent. And so anybody out there who's got any talent, or somebody who's got talent, so Stephen Prince is one of the best dancers I've ever seen. That's a talent, right? We got to get him out here. There's different people who have different talents that we need to try to get out in front of people. And so there is no telling what this is going to turn into. But in the next week or two, we're going to be announcing all the details of Integrity's Got Talent. And I know we're going to see some amazing dancers. We're going to see some cornet players, I'm sure. We're going to see some magicians. We're going to see some jugglers. We're going to see some singers. If you're a singer, that's talent. We want to see it. And so we're going to have a lot of fun. And like I said, we're going to be announcing and launching this here soon. So everybody start brushing up on your talent. If there's friends of yours that that have talent out there, make sure that you that are part of the Integrity family. You got to be an Integrity employee, but make sure that you encourage them to get on this. But we're going to be announcing this. And last year, we gave out a lot of cash. Remember all that cash we gave out, Kendall? We gave out a lot of cash to all the prize winners.
Extraordinary.
And then we even gave a lot of money to charities. So we're going to bring back that idea of matching the gifts to the charities. So there's going to be a lot of cash, not only for individuals, but we're going to do good while we're doing this as well, and give a lot of money to charities as well. Last year we gave out almost $100,000. I'm not sure we'll go that deep this time, but who knows? Maybe even more. But we're going to do some really, really cool stuff. So I know some people with some pretty sick talents in the Integrity family. You got Casey Dowd, and Nate that can dance. You got we just got so many talented people out there. We got Bill Correa, DJ Booyah. He could do the DJing or he could play a sax, right? I mean, you got a lot of these people. So there's going to be a lot of fun, isn't it, Kendall?
Oh man, I'm so excited for this. Now that we've expanded it out to other talents, I cannot wait. It's going to be exciting to see what we have. It's going to be mind blowing.
Well, what we're going to have to do is we're going to figure out how to. Well, this is about to make your job even harder. We're going to have to figure out how to incorporate video into this podcast now, so that we can make sure that we're taking advantage of all the tools and talents that we got here. So we're going to have to figure out how to pull this off, but it's going to be a lot of fun, and I can't wait to try to do it all together. So, Kendall, everybody's been dying to hear you sing. We're so happy to have you back. Since you're back, I don't know if you're prepared for this, but since you're back, we didn't have a guest singer just because we knew you were coming back. So we were wondering if you would sing for us today.
Today, as I was approaching, coming back today, I mean, we're getting close to 1 year of the Integrity podcast too. So I'm excited about that. And I thought, as we're gearing up for that, I'd sing one of your favorites today.
Ah.
You know which one I'm talking about?
What that is. I have no idea.
All right. All right, here we go. All I do is win, 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 no matter what. Got money on my mind, I can never get enough. Every time I step up in the building, everybody's hands go up. And they stay there, and they stay there, and they stay there, up, down, up, down, up, down. 'Cause all I do is win, win, win. And if you're going in, put your hands in the air, make them stay there.
Oh, you stopped at the ludicrous part. You didn't want to take on where Luda picks up right there.
I can get through like 2 lines of that. Ludicrous going in the verse because I've never been defeated and I can't stop now, and then I just lose it. I get all tongue-tied.
Oh wow, that was impressive. Oh, Sarah Wilson over at Thomas R's is going to be thinking you're gunning for her rapping title. That was
never
awesome. That was freaking awesome. Kendall, it's so fun to have you back. We're so glad to have you back with us. Cannot wait to see what we can all do together, and especially in Integrity's Got Talent. I love hearing this thing. All I do is win. So that was fun. Well, Kendall, we miss you. It's good to have you back. I know everybody feels the same.
That's awesome. Thanks, everybody, and ready to get back in the game. Here we go.
All right. Well, thanks, everybody, for joining today's Inspired Podcast. We've got some additional exciting news that we've been working on here at Integrity. One of our passions here at Integrity, really our primary passion, is to help Americans plan for one of the toughest days of their life. And part of that is making sure that our agents have the best products and services so that whenever they go out and meet with clients, that they're able to take care of all of their needs. And we are incredibly passionate about really just serving our agents in every way possible. So as they go out and take care of their clients, that they can be even more successful. And so we've had a lot of exciting partnerships announced on the Inspire podcast, but this one I really believe comes back to our core values, and that core value of world-class service that we want to provide to all of our agents. And so tomorrow morning, we're going to be announcing the addition of Access Capital Group that is joining the Integrity platform. Access Capital is a financial services company that really helps agents access their most valuable resource, which is their renewal stream, and gives them access to capital to take care of all of life events. And so Access Capital provides financial solutions where insurance agents can leverage their future policy renewals to obtain cash today or capital today while maintaining all of their client relationships and be able to pay off debt, be able to pay for taxes, be able to invest in the future of their business and grow even faster by buying leads or additional marketing resources. They've been drawing on decades of insurance and actuarial experience, and Access Capital uses exclusive financial models to learn the value of an agent's future commissions on a broad range of products. And because of their institutional knowledge, Access Capital can make a compelling offer that will provide immediate cash to the agents based on some basic information that the agent sends in. Agents can then leverage that money, as I said, however they choose, whether that's adding staff, investing in leads, providing for personal needs. And during the last 13 years in business, Access Capital has provided more than 100 million in capital to thousands of agents nationwide. Think about that, what I just said. They provided $125 million to agents across the country to make sure that they can provide for any of those needs that I just discussed. And Access Capital's diverse book of business represents more than over 500,000 policyholders and commission renewals paid to over 200 different insurance carriers from a broad range of products, including Medicare Supplement, Medicare Advantage, life insurance, long-term care, and others. So if you have agents who have financial concerns, they're needing to pay off some debt, they want to buy a new house, they want to add staff, they want to invest in leads, Access Capital will be able to help them in valuing their most valuable asset, their renewal book, and be able to give them money in advance. And in addition, they continue to own their clients and that entire relationship. And so here at Integrity, we want to provide just world-class services to our agents and agencies that we work with. And this is another way that we're providing a proprietary service to all of our agents across the country. And this is a huge partnership for Integrity and for Access Capital as well. And so I've asked the two co-founders of Access Capital, Bryan Neary and Dave Emerton, to join us to share with you all a little bit more about what Access Capital does, how it can help impact all of your agents and agencies, and really what this means for the Integrity family. So please welcome Dave Emerton and Bryan Neary to the Integrity Podcast. Dave and Bryan, guys, this is an exciting day for all of us, and we're incredibly proud to be partners with you guys and get this announced tomorrow.
Well, Bryan, thank you very much. This is Dave. I really appreciate all those kind words. I can't tell you how excited we are to be a part of the Integrity family. I think this is a great day for both of our businesses, and I'm sure I speak for Bryan when I say we're really excited that this announcement day is finally here. We founded Access Capital Group because we, as you said, we realized that there's real difficulties for agents and agencies when it comes to acquiring, getting capital through traditional lenders like banks. Banks are our great friends at times, but they really struggle with how to value intangible assets for loans to insurance agents. And so my partner, Bryan Neary, approached me a few years ago about this idea, and we figured it'd be an incredible opportunity to give this benefit to insurance agents and agencies. And with Bryan's actuarial and background and experience, the team that we've put together, their experience, we're able to really better determine, I think, what the real value of insurance renewal commissions are. And then we offer to purchase those renewal commissions in exchange for a lump sum payment today. And as you said, something that agents really like is the ability to keep the relationship with their client. They can still contact that client, sell other products to them, and that's very important to them. So, it's really been a incredibly successful and rewarding business, but I know that with Integrity's resources, technology, and all the relationships that you bring to the table, it's just going to supercharge our growth.
Yeah, so this is Bryan Neary, and again, happy to be here, and Bryan and the whole Integrity family, thanks for the opportunity. We're really excited. Just to piggyback off of what Dave was saying, we spent a lot of time building what we believe is a very streamlined process. There's very little friction. Typically, it's not a loan for agents. They can use the cash in any way they want. There's no interest, no debt, and really can use it to grow their business in any way. It's pretty flexible. We work with a lot of different books of business. a lot of different lines of business, and all pretty much the lines that Integrity operates in and is the market leader in: Medicare Supplement, Medicare Advantage, long-term care, supplemental health, and a variety of other products. We think we've done a great service to agents in the past, but we think this partnership is only going to allow us to grow our business much faster.
Well, guys, this is a huge day for all of us. In fact, I'm just getting blown up with our partners here at Integrity, who are just so excited about this. In fact, Allentown just said this is huge. Access Capital has partnered with many agents who have final expense business with Columbian over the years, and this is an incredible response to them, that everybody's happy with everything. Everybody's always happy with what you guys have done. Clay Leggett at American Senior Benefits just said, we've done business with these guys for years. First-class group. It was Clay's birthday yesterday. Happy birthday, Clay. Hope you had a great one. Frank Buse just said, Dave and his team are ace at Access Capital, are some of the most professional and honorable people I've ever done business with. They're great people, and I'm excited to have them on board. David McNerney just said, this is another vital piece of the Integrity story going forward. I've known Dave since the day I started in the business in 1982, and I've had the utmost respect for what they built and look forward to partnering with them. And when we talk about Integrity's vision and this whole passion about innovating insurance, it's partners like these that are exactly what we mean, is giving people, our partners and agents, the resources that are out there and bringing them all into one place together. And by doing that, we can change the industry together and innovate the industry in a big way. And the two of you have really made a powerhouse duo in this space. Bryan, with your actuarial experience, and Dave with your experience in sales and marketing and all of your relationships, it's really remarkable the business that you guys have put together. And just like you've heard from several of our partners right there, and I know I'm still getting more and more, this is one of those opportunities that, as you think about it, it just makes so much sense. With our large agent base that we serve, with all the different things that we put together, and then with what you guys have been able to create and put together to make sure that you're able to give access to the agents, to the capital, their most valuable resource, especially when banks and other businesses don't really understand how to value that type of an asset. You guys have just provided such a valuable resource to a lot of our agents. I know we've worked with you guys for many years at Integrity. I know Premier has worked with you, McNerney. There's all these different businesses that have worked with you guys. And by bringing this all together, it's going to be an incredible, incredible thing. So tell us a little bit, if you guys don't mind, how the two of you guys came together and what got you into this business in the first place.
Well, this is Dave. I had been in the insurance sales and brokerage business for a lot of years, and in the course of being in the brokerage business, one of the carriers that I worked closely with at some point asked me to become their national sales trainer and then their national sales director for a couple of years. And while I was there, Bryan Neary came on board as our chief actuary, and that's actually where we met. I'll let Bryan expand on that a little bit, but he had been in the actuarial consulting business up to that point, had worked for several insurance companies, and so we worked together at that particular company for a couple of years until we decided to go do other things. And I went back into the insurance brokerage business for a while. Bryan started his own actuarial consulting firm, and eventually he reached out to me because of my sales background to bounce the idea of what has become Access Capital Group off of me. He wanted to know if I thought people would need and want these services and if it would work. And from there we started working out of our basements and decided to just take a run at it and try to grow this thing.
Yeah, and Yeah, Dave's right. That's really how we met. I had a great position at an insurance company, and really started thinking about different ways that I could do something entrepreneurial. And this I came across this and working with a large FMO, IMO. One of the questions I asked how they grew their business, and he commented, well, hard work, sales, all the standard stuff. But he said, I've also one unique thing is we buy our agents' books of business, and it seemed like an interesting thing that could be done on a broader national scale. And so I started, just cranking away on a business plan. Didn't know exactly how to execute how we're going to do it, but thought, if you can, if somebody can do this, you could do this on a national scale and have diversification across a lot of different books of business. So, yeah, Dave and I sat down and I went through it with him, and he said, yeah, I think it's a great idea, and the rest is history from there. But it's been great, and like I said, hopefully we've got a good future ahead of us.
Guys, it reminds me a little bit about my story when I had the chance to join Tom Sheath and Mike Wingate, and I have this idea that you're like, man, this is a great business, and then you start working from your house and you're not making any money, and you're like, okay, all that stuff that was on paper made a lot of sense, and now you got to execute it. And really, when you identify that market need, and you really get started, and then people think, man, this is exciting. You're an entrepreneur now, right? You're getting things going, and then and we've heard this from so many of our partners at Integrity about how they started in the business, how they got going, and then how hard it was in the beginning, especially as you're talking about working in your basement. I was working out of my house. Tell me a little bit about those early days whenever you guys got started.
Well, Brian, this is Dave. I'll share about that a little bit. It truly was Spartan surroundings. Brian had an unfinished basement at that time, and he set up an office there. And he had as I recall, a folding table, a couple of chairs, and a computer, and that's about what I had in my home office too. And we used to joke about portraying ourselves as this multi-office organization. We had a West Omaha office and an East Omaha office, and we almost got caught because we seldom had clients come in. In fact, almost never. But a couple of times we had some out-of-town prospects or clients that wanted to come into Omaha and meet with us in our office, and we were set up as a corporation, but our business address was Brian's house, and so we got a little nervous as GPS developed that they'd figure out that we were not for real. I mean, here we had people sending us commission data and all this information, and we're writing them checks. It was a wild time, but it was fun too. And we learned a ton in those early days, but what we knew for sure was that there was definitely a need for what we were doing. We saw a lot of interest, and we gained a lot of momentum over the years. And what we also found was that people not only liked or needed what we were offering, but they were coming back time after time. We've done an awful lot of repeat business, and the majority of our business is referral business because we just know that this is a service that agents really need. And I think that's what even makes us more exciting about our partnership with Integrity, is with all of the relationships that Integrity brings to the table. We just know there'll be more and more support of the people out there working hard to help us grow this service in our industry.
It's so funny you talking about those early days and talking about like the folding table. When Stephen Prince joined us originally, we had this white plastic folding table we bought at Walmart, and after, I can't remember how long it was, after a while, where his hands set to type on the computer, they wore right through it. And so he had like holes in the plastic, and we couldn't afford another, table for him. And so we turned it around, I think it was, and I bought, something at a garage sale or something. It was those early days. People don't appreciate how tough it was. In fact, whenever I got started out of my house, to your point about being concerned about people ever finding out you worked out of your house, this is pre-COVID. This is 20 years ago, right? And people didn't appreciate working out of your house like they do now. Like it's so much easier. Technology's caught up. People are so much more accepting of it. They're, if you hear a dog barking in the background, you don't freak out anymore. And so in those old days, I had a dog, a boxer named Bosco, and anytime the doorbell rang, whether somebody was bringing something to the door, mailman or whatever, he would just go nuts. He would lose his mind. And so and the other thing is if you're on a call, the last thing you want to hear somebody hear is ding dong, whatever the doorbell is. So I put in a different doorbell. I spent a lot of money back then on a doorbell that just went ding, and for some reason it didn't freak my dog out. And if somebody heard ding, they didn't just have one ding. They didn't think that there was a doorbell, which was crazy. Now, Bryan, I know whenever you guys got started, didn't you have like a flood or something in your basement?
Well, yeah. I used to think I had a water
somebody
curse.
broke in or something?
Well, yeah. So this was not in our basements, but yeah, and I would say one thing just to add what Dave said. Yeah, we those early times were fun and exciting. But we spent a lot of time, we built a great team of people, spent a lot of time over the years refining what we do, getting better at it, getting faster, and learned a lot over those years. And so it is that sort of early hard work that makes you what you are today. So we're happy. But yeah, we had our first office was offices on the bottom, a retail space with apartments up above. It was in a okay part of town. We were in a neighborhood, really, and but it was cheap. I think rent was, $400, $500 a month. It was perfect. But yeah, we had one time we had a pipe burst right above my desk. I think it was a bathroom and apartment above, and we came in and it was literally raining in the office. And to this day, I don't understand. We made clotheslines and hung paper to dry paper out. Like you think about that, like what did we need that paper for? I don't know. It was like files or something, but we got robbed there. We got, one night came in and the laptops were stolen, and we called the police and more to get our insurance covered. Well, the police came in, the whole crime unit came in and started dusting for fingerprints everywhere. And I was like, I think it was like 4 laptops or something and a hoodie got taken. And but then it was great. We never wiped the fingerprints off, and we hired a new person, and I showed him his office, and I said, just ignore the fingerprints on the wall. He's looking
ignore
at me
the crime tape. The crime scene tape.
Exactly. Like I still remember that. It was fun. That's what makes doing this fun, though. All those stories and trials.
Starting from humble beginnings, I think it makes you work harder. Well, and I think especially in what you guys are doing, is you understand what the agent goes through, right? I mean, a lot of these agents are working from their home. They're working in a small office. They're struggling to make it. They're dealing with all those different things. And so when an agent needs your service and they say, listen, I've got taxes due, I gotta have some money, or I've got, it's coming up on a big anniversary, and I want to be able to take my wife on a trip to Europe, or I want to hire somebody. I remember the first time we ever hired somebody. Man, that was like one of the biggest decisions we ever made. It's like, are we ever going to be able to do this and afford it, or even like lead cost? And so when an agent calls you up and they want to talk about this, you guys understand because you've been there. You started your own business. You worked from home. You worked from a small office. And you use that, I think, to relate in a way to make sure that you're providing just world-class service to these agents. I know every agent that we've ever referred you to, they've just raved about the service that you guys have provide. Tell me a little bit, Bryan, about why you want to join Integrity at this stage.
Well, for sure. I mean, it's we worked with Integrity and a lot of its partners really from its beginning and from our beginning. And I think just, we're humbled by the comments of some of your partners. I think that's critical, though, for us, that there's a mutual respect. We respect all of Integrity's partners and what you're doing and see it growing so fast and the excitement. But I also think we've worked hard to make sure, because we're dealing with agents' most important asset. It's their commission stream, and we understand that. And so we do try and be professional. We try and, make sure we're as fast as we can and do what we say we're going to do. And so I think that's what Integrity as a company does as well. And so, from that standpoint, I think it's a really good, partnership and a good fit for us culturally and where we want to go. Also, we want to accelerate the growth of our business. We've been in business for 13 years. We've done really well. We've been sort of focused in our niche of what we know. But we think this partnership opens a lot of doors for us to work with a lot more agents, provide this service, and really add significant value to Integrity and the Integrity partnership. So we're excited. Our team's excited. We're already seeing activity, even though this is just being announced today. And so just even that early activity, I can just tell that it's going to be a very huge opportunity, not only for Integrity, but for our employees and Access Capital.
Well, we agree. Listen, I think that just the excitement I'm already getting on text right now, people just responding in such a huge way. We believe that this is a huge opportunity. I really believe in this passion we have about innovating insurance and being able to help agents in every way, whether it's their product needs, whether it's their marketing needs, whether that's in any service we can provide, including with their access to capital to help them grow and expand. We believe that this will just continue to further our mission here at Integrity. And with great people like the two of you, there's no telling what we can accomplish. And so I want to invite a couple of our partners on real quick just to say welcome to the Integrity family. We've got this is an interesting one. I've gotten so many responses. It's hard to narrow it down, but we could be on here for the next hour hearing guys just with their excitement and gals' excitement about you guys being part of the Integrity family. But the first one I want to invite to join us is Mr. A.C. Chapman. There's nobody who gets more excited than Anthony Chapman, but I know him and Mike White and Tony Light and the rest of the team at AIMC are elated about this partnership. So, A.C., you there with us, my friend?
I'm here, Bryan. Every Monday it's kind of a pinch yourself moment anymore. You wake up and dial into this thing and find out what new great partnership just came onto the Integrity platform, and I swear you pinch yourself and go, man, is this thing really for real? And then to have the addition of Access Capital with Bryan and Dave coming onto the platform, now the family circle just continues to grow. We best of breed, best in class on all fronts. It's just the most amazing story in the insurance industry. And to be a part of this at AIMC here, we're just thrilled and honored. And Bryan and Dave, welcome into the family with Access Capital, and let's just continue onward and upward.
Thank you, Anthony. Appreciate it.
Thanks, AC.
Whenever we started Integrity, Tom Sheath, Mike Wingate, and Dan McNerney and I all sat down and we were talking about different things we could add to the Integrity family. And we met with you guys, and I remember listening to you guys and talking about all the different things that you guys were planning on. That was back when we were all working out of our homes. And it is amazing to see how far we've all come since then. So I'd love to invite Dan McNerney to join us. I know Dan's known you guys forever, and I know he's excited to say congratulations as well.
Hey, Brian, can you hear me okay?
We can hear you great, buddy.
Hey, Dave and Brian, wow, I had no idea of this announcement today, so I'm kind of speechless because I'll talk a little bit about both Dave and Brian. Dave and I go back, I don't know. I don't want to know, I don't think, Dave, at least 40 years. I'm supposed to be, I've been telling everybody I'm only 50 years old, but it goes back 40 years. Dave and his wife, Gina, back in the 80s and 90s, ran her own very successful brokerage firm. But, we have lots and lots of background. Dave, back in the 80s, when I think we first met, was in the brokerage / training division, as he said earlier, with Mutual Protective Medico Life out of Omaha. And Dave would come down to Trenton, Missouri at that time when either a new product came out or just to do training sessions. And all of our agents would, because, you always have a lot of people from home offices come in to do that type of thing. And the agents would always, and a lot of times it was a marketing guy that had really never been out in the field and actually sold and went door to door. When Dave would put on a training session and leave, the agents were all like, wow, now that guy, he knows, he's been there, he's done that, he's walked in our shoes, and which he has. Like I have, and so many people on the phone started out knocking on doors, door to door, and in Nebraska, and just his work ethic, that seems like that comes up on all of these Monday calls. That's one consistent thing that we see with all of the partners is just, good old hard work. So, but yeah, Dave and Gina and Julie and I, we've vacationed together, we've traveled together, matter of fact, I think Dave and Gina are down in Florida with my brother, who's also, as you all know, partner in Integrity, and have been having a little fun times down there. So, and Brian, I talked earlier about Brian when we welcomed him and Doug in as partners with CSG, and now his partnership with Dave on Access Capital. Just a side note, not only does Integrity continue to bring the largest marketing agencies and agents in, but all of the ancillary services that come along with, whether it be a CSG that Brian's a part of, Wakely and Associates with Doug Price, all of the wonderful Thomas Arch people, the Connection people, and I'm sure I'm leaving some off, but continues to build Integrity into this well-rounded sales, marketing, being there to provide everything that we can. So, oh, geez, if I start telling old stories, Dave, we'd be here forever. And so I just love it that we can call each other partners now, and look forward to getting together soon. Congratulations, Brian. Congratulations, Dave, and welcome to Integrity.
Thank you, Dan. Well, you know how much that means. I've appreciated working with you for years and years and years, and your comments I appreciate it very much. Thanks, Daniel.
Thanks, Dan.
Tom Sheath, you there with us?
Brian, can you hear me okay?
Yeah, we can. Yeah.
Hey, guys. Man, what an exciting time. Brian and Dave. Couldn't be more excited, Dave. I know we go back about 25 years and Brian about 15 years. And I can remember way back when you guys came up with the company, and we were just sitting around, the two of us with Mike, the four of us, I should say, and we introduced it to our local bank up in Norfolk, and we were thinking, and then we helped convince them to believe in your project of why we could help agents out there and leveraging their renewal base. And from there, you guys took off and absolutely just built a tremendous organization out there. Couldn't be more excited to have both of you, join the family and the partnership, and look forward to many, many great days ahead.
Thank you, Tom. Appreciate it very much. And appreciate all your help in the past as well.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. I don't think we would have been here without that initial partnership with you guys. And, we still do work with that bank you introduced us to. So it's been great and is a huge benefit to us.
That's awesome. And Mike Wingate, are you there with us? I appreciate you.
I sure am.
Mike Wingate. Yeah. All right.
I am. Yeah, Bryan and Dave, another great day. It's proud to be able to call you partners. Being there in the beginning with you, Tom said, is exciting to see this come full circle. And I think it's just another piece of the pie that Integrity's putting together that is making it Integrity a company like none other out there in the industry. And this is going to help thrive Access Capital and thrive Integrity as we continue to work with more and more agents and bring them the services that they need. So welcome to the family. We're excited as could be.
Thank you, Mike. Appreciate it. Just like Tom, appreciate all the help over the years and the relationship, and happy to be partners again.
I second that as well.
All right. Well, guys, as you can see, and everybody on the call, and appreciate all the guys joining in and all the texts I'm getting in on this. This is one of those opportunities, and this announcement that we'll be having tomorrow will be another one of those big announcements of people really recognizing all the different services that we provide to our agents, our key customers in this business. And this is just going to be another exciting day for us to make this announcement. We'll be sending this out tomorrow morning. We wanted to make sure that all the employees heard about it first, but we wanted to also be the first to welcome Dave Emerton and Bryan Neary to the Integrity family. This is an exciting day, and Bryan and Dave, on behalf of all the partners, you've heard from a lot of them, but on behalf of all of us, we want to say congratulations and thank you for trusting us, and we're excited to be your partners.
Thank you, Bryan, very much. Appreciate it, as you know, very much.
Thanks, Bryan.
All right. Well, again, if anybody has any agents that you hear of or agencies that want to talk about accessing some of their capital, please let us know. We'll be trying to follow up on ways that you can coordinate with that. But, currently you can just refer them over to Access Capital, one of our trusted partners, and there's going to be a lot of different opportunities, I think, that we will see kind of going forward as part of this. Again, this is a huge announcement. We're excited to welcome Access Capital to the Integrity family. This announcement will go out tomorrow morning, and this will make a lot of news for us and for Access Capital. And so, again, on behalf of everybody, I want to welcome back Kendall. I want to welcome Dave and Bryan to the Integrity family, and get ready for Integrity's Got Talent. Get ready to showcase your talent. We're going to have a lot of fun with that as well, and we'll be paying a lot of cash prizes as part of that as well. So hope everybody has a blessed week. Look forward to another great Inspire podcast next week, but hope everybody has a great week this week. God bless you all. Take care.